hate to point out the obvious, but you are in fact a hooker, and you are my employee.
You don't own me, I decide, okay? I say who, I say when, I say who.
I refuse to spend the next 3 days fighting with you. I said I was sorry, I meant it. That's the end of it.
Anyone make me feel as cheap as you did today.
No, I find that very hard, cruel. I didn't mean it. I don't want you to go.
There's that nuclear football, right?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Saying
they both pushed the button.
Sometimes it's really hard just to hold yourself back and just not say what you want to say.
Dude, sometimes you just gotta let it out. You know? In one way or another, you know, hopefully we have enough wherewithal to like do that in a positive way that isn't gonna be hurtful to something else. But sometimes you just don't always have that. Like, I can't go out in my garage anymore and pound on the concrete with a hammer when I'm mad, because it hurts my whole body. So I've learned to have to like sit and think about a thing that happened and think about why and think about how I'm going to go about it. Or, you know, maybe I really am wrong in this situation and I just need to take a few minutes to see why. You know, maybe I'm not seeing the whole picture, or maybe I don't have all the information, or maybe I've made a decision too quickly that I really shouldn't have, or maybe it was an emotional based decision. You know, but then you see like that there, you know, we get at each other's throats, and it just, you see how unhealthy and just ugly it is, you know, and it was probably over nothing, like something really that just was really, really small. Yeah.
Insecurities, really.
Insecurities.
If I remember right from that scene, it was like he saw her chatting with one of his friends. And
he got jealous,
and then his mind went elsewhere. And your mind will figure out ways to make sense out of whatever concoction you're. It's so weird how it does that.
It's like our brain is just set to bizarro world when we run into problems.
Automatically.
Or you've been groomed, or you've just been maybe groomed is not the right word. You've been trained because of life experience and circumstances to react that way. Like, that's just your initial reaction as like a self-preservation, you know, self-survival technique. When you really don't need to react that way for everything. You know, it's like an overreaction. It's the same reaction to different levels of things that shouldn't cause you to have the same reaction.
Yeah.
Emotions, dude. Emotions are hard.
They really are. I think that's why I pay a lot of respect to the whole analogy of just, you know, usually when decisions are made, they shouldn't always be made by just one person. There's a table of them, and then you get just different people's perspectives, outlooks, men and women.
Look what happened to Rome after they went from a republic to having a Caesar. Fell apart, dude. Fell apart faster than it took to build the whole thing. I mean, dude, just the collapse of the Roman Empire is just a study, a case study in human logic and understanding and our depravity, but also like the great and lofty things that we can accomplish when we work together. When the Republic was initially established, you know, it was a really, really good thing, and it was really awesome, and people had a voice. And then you see, like, you know, the elites and the power hungry and the ambitious come along, and then you get the Caesars, and then they're all killing each other, and then look what happens to Rome. You know, how many times did Rome burn down? Like 9 times. You know, just like they all had the same history book, and not one of them was like, "Hey, wait a minute, I've seen this movie before. We shouldn't do that."
Yeah.
Nope. Do what feels right.
Send this happened in Terminator, Skynet. Maybe it's not a good idea to just let something have fully automated access. Oh.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't allow AI to learn as much stuff as it learns.
Open that Pandora's box.
Yeah. Yep. It's
but
true.
Then you could also teach them as well how to control and how to use it as a tool. So, like, I find it really funny because, like, I didn't think. Did you ever stop to think about what the mannerisms kids are now having and how just to bring that back home, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, take the porn analogy, you know, back in the 90s and the 2000s, the porn that we used to watch on VHS is nowhere near the same porn level that it is today. You're like, wow.
Yeah. Even when I was a kid, like, you know, 10 years old, 11 years, when I first started becoming aware of those things, it was at 7-Eleven. And it was always on the part of the magazine rack that was like blacked out. That's it, man. That's what it was. Like, it wasn't on TV. There was no internet, so you couldn't access it that way. Like, if you weren't a subscriber to the magazines, it just wasn't around.
Yeah.
Or wasn't at the level that it is today. Yeah. And crazy, right?
I would teach my kids how to just respect women.
Yeah, dude. The human wreckage, from the other stuff is a mile high.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. I know your back must be hurting.
I mean, it hurts all the time, so it's okay. Yeah. It's all good, man. I like doing this, so I appreciate you doing it with me, or inviting me to do it. I really appreciate that.
It's just a lot of fun, man.
It is fun. This is a good concept, man. I think this is a really good method you got.
Yeah.
You
know what? It's worth a shot to just bring back these old movies. And this is the first time we've done this, so I just want to put a list together of like comedy movies and romance movies and different points, and we just watch snippets and just kind of reflect back on the lessons that we learned as kids. Because whether or not I even believe it, is just there's so many movies that at least I can say for myself kind of shape my outlook.
Westerns, dude. Westerns were a huge thing for me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Loved watching Westerns, man. I love Clint Eastwood. I love John Wayne.
Dirty Harry.
Dude, Dirty Harry was the man. Like,
Harry, bro.
Yes. Awesome. Rambo. Loved Chuck Norris. I had all these like really big manly man figures when I was a kid, back when that was like still an okay thing to have. Macho Man Randy Savage in WWF. Dude, I wish I could have the Macho Man beard and those glasses, man. I'd just walk around handing people Slim Jims, like, oh yeah, Yeah.
It's actually really funny that you brought that up, because I actually have clips that I was going to put together, and I was actually going to ask you if you're busy tomorrow. I have action movies with Arnold and Rocky.
Yeah, what time?
We can do same time, 12 for a little bit if you want to.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good to me.
You got nothing on the books, man? Because I got Rocky. Nope. I got a lot of like throwback ones.
Right up my alley, man.
Bro, I'm actually kind of curious. I might have to add a few extra random ones to see if we can do some curveballs. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I guess I'll see you tomorrow then, man.
All right, brother. You have a good rest of your day, man.
I'll send you the edit, and let's just see how fun we can make this.
Far out. Sounds good.
Later, bro.